Lately, I've noticed something that has inspired me to, start up a conversation with you. I've been thinking a lot about how much the world and the way we share our lives has changed. When I started this channel years ago, it was about creating crafts, projects, things that you could see and touch. I loved the process of taking something ordinary and turning it into something new. And in many ways, that's still what this channel is about. Only now, the things I'm rebuilding aren't just made of wood or paint or fabric. They are pieces of me. Over time, my channel has evolved. My life has evolved. And with that, so did the content that I started to post. I've noticed that with the evolution of my content, some people are completely open to the shift. They understand that creativity doesn't just happen with your hands. It happens through your heart, your perspective, maybe your experiences. Then there are others who feel uncomfortable when I share more personal parts of my story. I've read comments from people saying, we all have pain, but we don't post it online. Or, this isn't what YouTube is for. And it made me stop and think and ask the question, why? Why is it not for YouTube? Do you know that the foundation of this platform started with gaming? Yes, gaming. Ray was a huge gamer, and he was on a very well-known gaming team. And it was what he used this platform for, along with so many other really big creators on here. If you look back in time, we've always turned to other people's stories to help us understand our own, whether it was watching TV or, say, reading a book. We've always wanted to connect with people who like to do what we do, or made us feel a little less alone in whatever it was we were going through. Remember the days of Oprah, Phil Donahue, Sally Jessy Raphael, Montel Williams? People used to tune into those talk shows every afternoon after they watched their soap operas before they cooked dinner to hear real people talk about real life, loss, heartbreak, hope, redemption. Those conversations helped people heal. And guess what? Well, they built a community. They gave people language for things they didn't know how to talk about. But now, well, we live in a world where those stages have changed. The studio lights are smaller. We use ring lights now, or box lights in a corner of our house, or they sit on our desk, or clip onto our phones. The audience isn't in a studio much anymore. They're not celebrities. They're people like you and me who call themselves influencers, sitting in an oversized chair with a couple of labradoodles, stealing the show as soon as they see the camera come out, or working on a DIY project while we talk about life. And I can't help but wonder, are we witnessing the next evolution of storytelling? I think we are. Because YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, they're not just entertainment. They are digital campfires, if you will. They are the modern version of people gathering around to share experiences, to say, this is how you do this, this is where you should travel to, look what book I read, this is what I cooked for dinner tonight, this happened to me. There's a strange irony and how we've come full circle. We used to rely on big networks to decide which stories were worth telling. Now anyone can tell theirs. But that freedom, it also comes with criticism. It's not for the faint of heart. And I knew when I started YouTube, I was opening myself up for everyone and anyone to have an opinion. So with that comes having to have a thick skin. When someone shares something hard, sometimes people say, "You're oversharing," or "You should move on." But what if sharing is moving on? What if it's how people reclaim their stories? I think a lot of people confuse reflection with resentment. Talking about your experiences doesn't mean you're stuck in them. Sometimes it means you're finally able to speak about it without your voice shaking. And that's why I wanted to have this conversation. Not to defend myself, but to open the door for reflection, insight, and your opinions. So I challenge you. If social media really is the new platform for human connection, maybe, just maybe, we should start thinking differently about how we view it. For some people, this space is about escaping reality. For others, it's about facing it. And both can exist at the same time. I listened and I heard some of you when you said you come here to unwind, to watch a craft or a recipe. Others come because they're in pain, and watching someone else's process helps them breathe again, or inspires them or motivates them in some way, shape, or form. That's the beauty of this platform. It's not one size fits all. It's personal. It's real. Why does it have to be all or nothing? Why can't it be take what you like and leave what you don't? Like you did when you watched those afternoon talk shows. If that day's show didn't interest you, well, you just turned the channel. It didn't mean you didn't tune in the next day to see if there was something that interests you. Nope, you just simply turned the channel. I think as creators and as viewers, we are part of something much bigger than we realize. We are documenting this transition from polished television to authentic storytelling. We're redefining what it means to be seen. So maybe the question isn't whether we should share. Maybe it's, how do we do it? How do we share in ways that create connection and not chaos? How do we tell our stories responsibly, but truthfully? I want this to be a real conversation, not a debate, not a place where we throw hurtful words. But I want to hear your thoughts and your opinions. Do you think social media is replacing what mainstream TV once was? Or maybe even improving it, giving us a more honest reflection of life? Maybe we're all just learning to be the narrators of our own stories, without a producer in our ear telling us what's acceptable and what's not. And if that's true, then this is the future of storytelling. One person's truth, one person's healing, one conversation at a time. So let's talk about it. Let's start the conversation in the comment section below, and let's connect. I'm ready to listen.